Well, it's been a very, very busy day. And the best way to end the day is to have a good night story. So I am going to read the story tonight called Welcome Back, Issa. It's when Issa comes back to the dwarfs that she has been missing. One day, a man on the horse rode up to the house where the dwarfs lived. A letter from the castle for the dwarfs, he said. I wonder if this is from Issa, said Landon. Why, it is! She's coming to see us! Landon went inside to tell all the other dwarfs. Hurry, shouted the dwarfs. They jumped for joy. How wonderful, cried Sean. I have missed Issa very much, said Kurt. Yay, said TJ. It's wonderful news. But when will Issa be here? And what will she think of our house? So, the sink was full of dirty dishes. The chairs were broken. There was dust everywhere. Look how messy that place is. Come on, boys. Dirty clothes lay on the floor. Old shoes they laid about. The curtains had holes in them, and they were gray with dust. Achoo! Sneezed TJ. There's a lot of dust in here. Well, we'll just have to clean it up, said Landon. Come on! Landon marched to the sink. He washed all the dishes. There, he said happily. All the dishes were clean. He left them next to the sink to dry, and off he went to find something else to do. Kurt, who was very sleepy, looked around for something to do. He saw the dishes beside the sink. Carefully, he put them back into the sink. There, he yawned. Now, they can soak for a while, and I'll go take a nap. Why, I clean. TJ swept all the dust into one big pile, but he did not know what to do with it. And he went off to find Landon. And Landon would know what to do, TJ thought. Sean, he walked by. Oh, the great pile of dust just tickled his nose. Achoo! He sneezed. It was a very big sneeze. Dust blew all over the cottage. It blew all over Sean, too. Next came TJ. The dust blew in his eyes. His pail of soap and water spilled all over the floor. Just then, Landon walked by. With a whoosh, Landon fell down. He tried to stand up, but he could not. Instead, he slid across the floor. Kurt woke up from his nap. He had forgotten all about the dishes. He blinked his eyes. He stretched. He started to make up the beds, but he didn't even finish one bed. He said, I think I'll take another nap. And quick as a wink, Kurt fell fast asleep. A fine job of cleaning up we've done, said Sean. The place looks worse than we started. Landon sadly agreed. The trouble is we're not working together, said Landon. Let's decide who is going to do what. Then we can all help each other, said TJ. Oh, great idea. Landon gave all the dwarfs a job to do. TJ washed the clothes. Sean put the wet clothes on the line to dry. It's easier to clean when somebody helps you, said TJ. Landon took out a pail of glue. He glued new bottoms to the dwarf's old shoes. Christian sat in a corner nearby. He brushed the shoes that Landon had mended. He brushed and brushed. At last they were shiny and clean. Then he lined them up neatly, all in a row. TJ began to mend the broken chairs. He hammered so loud that he woke up Kurt. About time. Well, it's about time you came down to help, said TJ. Kurt, you clean the table while I'll mend the chairs, said TJ. With a big, clean cloth, Kurt washed them down. Said TJ. The table actually looks pretty good. Look at them working together. Isn't that so nice of them? Sean was busy making a cake. TJ liked watching Sean bake cakes. And when Sean was through, TJ licked the spoon clean. After the cake was done, all the dwarfs gathered together. Great job, said Landon. It smells so good, said Kurt. I guess my next nap can wait. All right, everyone. Issa will be here soon. We must get to work. To the table, quick! Sean looked out the door. TJ looked out the window. They were all waiting to greet Issa. Hurry, everyone, said Landon. We must all wash up. Wash up, everyone, said Sean. Yes, wash up, Landon said. Everyone quickly lined up to wash. Finally, they all looked neat and clean, except for Christian. He was nowhere to be found. Well, look, who's here, said Sean. There stood Christian. He was holding a bunch of flowers. Wow. I picked them for Issa, he said. Just then the dwarfs heard the sound of a carriage. She's here, they shouted. All the dwarfs ran outside. Even Christian came and stood slyly behind Landon. Everyone waited for the carriage to stop, and out of the carriage stepped the beautiful Issa. Welcome back, Issa, sang the dwarfs. Issa looked just like a princess. Her sweet smile, her gentle hands, and the love in her eyes were the same as ever. Oh, I'm so happy to see you all, said Issa. It's good to be back. She kissed TJ. His eyes lit up. She kissed Kurt. His face got all red. And she gave Landon a special hug. Then Issa went inside the cottage. Oh my goodness, she said. Everything's so neat and clean. We want it to be just right for you, said Sean. And Landon showed us how to work together, said TJ. Well, you should all be very proud of yourself, Issa said. I'm very glad you all learned to work together. Oh, look at the dwarfs. They poked at each other, made fun of one another, but they blushed with pride. Working together makes the work easier. They all agreed. Then they all laughed and told stories for the rest of the day. Good night.